What's going on, y'all? It's Elijah Locks. Today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be giving you guys a total of 4 NBA player props I love on the board for this Sunday, December 29th NBA slate. It's a pretty good one. Don't got all the games up on prize picks right now at the moment, so we only got 2 to choose from. We'll go ahead and give you guys a player from each side of the ball in both those matchups. But before we get in those, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notices turned on. We've been going crazy recently, just been giving you guys the best content, the best value, and the best breakdowns I can find on this prize picks board. We've been super hot. Last video went 2 out of 3. Unfortunately, Trae Young, he had 15 assists and like 11 points. His line was 30.5 PRA or PA points and assists. Unfortunately, he had a rough night shooting, or it was an early matchup, so a rough day shooting. Again, he took a lot of shots, just weren't falling for him, so it was just an unfortunate game right there for him. But the other 2 players smacked out, and then our player of the day, Devin, ended up playing Giannis. We got him at 30.5. That one got bumped up crazy all the way to 32.5. So if he would have played, I believe that one would have smacked out easily. Would have went 3 out of 4, but unfortunately, 2 out of 3, they only wanted to miss, so not the worst, not the best though. But we're gonna bounce back into today's video. Got 4 player props I love. So again, with that being said, we're gonna go to hop right at the players. And if you guys are new to the channel and haven't joined already, we got a free Discord link in the description for anyone to join down below. Completely free. That's just where we post our player of the days. Those are ones I'm most confident on the day, and I believe should have the best chance of hitting. So again, those will be uploaded daily. Even if we don't got a video uploaded, we'll still post one on that Discord down below. And then again, just some extra player props, announcements, and whatnot. So again, completely free. If you guys haven't joined already, link will be down there. But with that being said, enough talking. We're gonna go and hop right into the props we've got on the board today. As you guys can see, pretty decent slate. A lot of these games, teams are back to back. So again, we're kind of gonna stay away from those ones. I like this matchup against the Spurs versus Timberwolves, so I feel like this one should be a good one. The spread is minus 6.5. Not the best, not the worst though. Obviously, Spurs are a young team, but they've been looking pretty solid so far this season, been able to keep up with teams. Wemby's been going crazy. Chris Paul's been incorporated well in this offense. Castle, he's also been a very solid rookie. So again, I feel like they should be able to keep up with the Timberwolves. Obviously, they got very similar records. So it should be a nice even matchup last one of the night. So again, if you guys are seeing this video throughout Sunday, our player of the days and whatnot are going to be in this game. So you guys still have a lot of time to get to this pick. And as you guys can see, the over and under is 214.5. So again, should be a pretty decent one right here. So with that being said, our player of the day in today's video is going to be Keldon Johnson over his PRA line at 15.5. I love this matchup for him so far in the season. He's been pretty consistent on going over this line. As you guys can see, he's gone over this line 61% of the time, 17 out of 18. Now, these last couple matchups were against tough teams defensively. Obviously, we got the Knicks, Philly, surprisingly pretty solid defensively against opposing bigs. And then Portland Trailblazers, this one was just a blowout. I believe Wemby went crazy this game or something. But Keldon Johnson, he's been solid. Last game, he just saw 22 PRA against the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I love this matchup against Minnesota. Obviously, Minnesota is a solid team defensively. Overall, ranked 14th and 4th in PRA allowed. Now, all the position-wise, if we go to them, they're pretty solid against everyone, but the small forward position, they're pretty vulnerable to by far, which Keldon Johnson does play. As you guys can see, they're ranked 28th in points and rebounds allowed, and then 6th in assists allowed. Give around 23, 9, and 3 a game to opposing small forwards, which Keldon Johnson does play. Now, this is by far the position where they give up majority of these stats to, and again, they're just vulnerable. They don't really have a guy to guard this type of a guy on the other side of the balls. So again, this one should be a good matchup. If we look at his last 10 games alone, he's been seeing so many opportunities, as you guys can see, averaging 23 minutes with 7 rebound chances, 3 potential assists, and 10 shot attempts taken. Now, mind you, his line is only at 15.5. So if you're taking that many shots, seeing this many potentials and chances, again, I feel like this opportunity should just have a super high ceiling for him on this play. And he has a very great resume against these guys. If we look at his last 4 head-to-heads, he's gone over this line every single time, and it hasn't been close. Now, this was all the way back in last season. I believe he barely played this matchup, or actually 33 minutes. He just had a tough time, though. He went 20%, only 2 out of 10, so obviously he had a tough time. But if we look at the last 4 games, he's gone crazy against these guys. Damn near doubling this line every single time. 34, 23, 30, and 33 has even been close. Their only matchup so far this season against these guys, it was a pretty decent game, 103-113. The Spurs did end up winning. He had 25 points and 8 rebounds. So again, this is a matchup where he went crazy. Took 17 shot attempts in this game. If we look at his minutes, he saw 29 minutes, which is very similar to what he's been seeing so far recently. 8 rebound chances, and then 1 potential assist. So this is just a game where this position-wise really benefits in his favor, and I expect him to have another game like that. Again, in compared to those last 5 games, similar minutes whenever they're close ones, he will be playing a decent amount of minutes, 27, 29, 27, 29. Again, I feel like this is another matchup, especially where it benefits him. that they're going to play him more, and I believe Keldon Johnson should have a good game right here. So with that being said, our player of the day in today's video is Keldon Johnson over this 15.5 PRA line. I feel like this one's pretty low in my opinion, and it could honestly get bumped up in the near future. So that's my play of the day. If you guys didn't take anything from today's video, I'd recommend that play. Now on the other side of the ball in this matchup, we're going to be rocking with Alexander Walker over his 2.5 rebounds line. Love this line. I feel like this one is very low. If you look at him so far in the season, he's been balling out 15 out of 30, 50%. But the last 10 games specifically, he's been going crazy. As you guys can see, 7 out of 10. The only times he didn't cover was against the Warriors, and Warriors. So again, that's just a tough matchup where he couldn't really get the rebound. Warriors have been solid on controlling the rebounds. Obviously, those are the only 3 in his last 10 games that he struggled with. Same team. Obviously, he's going to have those not opportunities right there. But if we look at San Antonio defensively on giving up opposing rebounds, they're ranked 22nd. That's not good at all. Giving out 44 plus a game to opposing teams. So again, I feel like Alexander Walker should have those opportunities against the shooting guard position specifically, which he does play. They give around 8 a game. Now his line is only at 2.5. He only needs 3 to cover. He's exceeded 2.5 rebounds in 6 of the last 7 games, averaging 3 plus. So again, obviously that's not the craziest insight right there, but it is something. And his resume against these guys is pretty solid. Obviously this matchup he didn't cover. It was a very low scoring game. But he's gone over this line in 4 straight. The 2 matchups that they have had this season, he had 3 in both of them. He saw a total of 23 and 24 minutes with a total of 8 and 6 rebound chances in both these games. If we compare that to his last 10 games, he's been seeing very similar minutes, and recently in closer matchups, he's actually been seeing an increase in minutes with 28 and 29. So again, if he sees that increase again in this type of game, I feel like the ceiling should be there. His rebound chances have been at 6.3 on average, and again, whenever it's those close games where he gets more minutes, he sees around 8 potential rebound chances a game, and if he only needs 3 to cover and he's seeing that much, I feel like this one should be a no-brainer where he's able to cover. So Alexander Walker is our second player on the other side of the ball of this matchup over that 2.5 rebounds. With the third player on today's video, we're going to be rocking with Terry Rozier. This is on another game, Heat versus Rockets. I actually like this matchup. I feel like it's a pretty even one. The Rockets, surprisingly, have been doing solid this season. They have one of the best records in the Western Conference. I believe they're top 6 or something right now at the moment. They have a pretty, again, I think they're like 21-7 or something like that, 21-8. So actually been doing good. I believe this one should be a good game. Miami Heat, they've also had a nice little run going. They're not the best, not the worst, though. I think they're around 50-50 right now at the moment. But I like this Terry Rozier line on his rebounds and assists at 5.5 over. As you guys can see in his last 10 games, he's been balling out. In the last 7 games specifically, he's gone 6 out of 7. The only time he struggled was in this matchup against Orlando. Again, they're a very solid defensive team, and most of his line comes from assists. He didn't really have any. He only had 1 assist right here. So obviously he's not going to cover when the game is scored in the 80s right here. But despite that, against weak teams defensively, now we got his matchup against Houston. He's been balling out and doing his thing crazy. So again, I feel like this should be another one where he goes over and covers. In these games recently, he's been seeing a lot of rebound chances, 8 rebound chances and 4.1 potential assists, a combined total of 12, and your line is only at 5.5. Again, I feel like this one is a pretty solid one for him to go over. So far in the whole season, he had a very good start. He's covered this line 65% of the time. As you guys can see, he's been seeing around an average of 30 minutes a game whenever it's a good one, and this Houston one should be also a good one. So again, I feel like those opportunities should be there. Again, total of almost 12 on average so far in the whole season. Potential rebounds and assists in these games. I feel like this one's a very good one for him to cover. And if we look at his resume against these guys, obviously this was when he was on Charlotte Hornets. But last matchup, this was last season, but he was on the Miami Heat still. He saw 6 combined rebounds and assists, and he only had 24 minutes in this matchup with potential of 7 and 3 assists. Those numbers have obviously been up in the last 10 games, so that ceiling is super high right here, and I believe he should go out there and do his thing. If we look at Houston on the stats right here, point guard and shooting guard position, they give around a total of 15 rebounds allowed, and then a total of around, what is that, like 13 assists allowed. So again, Terry Rozier should benefit off of that one right there, and this is my third player on today's video, Rozier, over that 5.5 rebounds and assists right there. That is my third player. And then with the last player on today's video, we're going to be rocking with Dillon Brooks on the other side of the ball in this matchup on the Houston Rockets end over his points and assists line at 14.5 line. He's actually been balling out recently. If you look at his last 2 games, he's been going crazy, 26 and 27 points, covering this line double with just the points alone. So again, he's been going crazy, taking so many shot attempts. As you guys can see, he's been consistently averaging 12 shot attempts a game, shooting around 45%, which is great. If you're taking that many shot attempts, if we look at his last 3 games, 17, 16, and 12 shot attempts, and your line is only at 14.5 with assists added in there. Again, I feel like this one's a no-brainer. He's been getting crazy minutes as well whenever it's a good game, and I expect this one against Miami to be another good game. He'll definitely see the 35-plus minutes, and again, as long as he's getting those minutes, he will be putting up those shots. And if we look at the matchup-wise, obviously, we got Miami. They're ranked 6th and 19th, giving around 109 and 26 to opposing teams. Point guard, shooting guard position, they give around a total of 50 combined, and then rebounds around like 15 combined. Assists a lot, 15 combined. And then small forward, he could kind of fluctuate from the 1 to 3 position, 20 and 3 right there. So again, still some openings, and I believe he should go over this line 50% of the time, 57% of the time, 6 down to 18 on the whole season. He's been seeing an upward trend in his shot attempts taken. So again, that is what we love to see. His minutes have also been increasing a lot more recently. So again, just that nice little upward slope. That's what we like to look for on the picks right here. And then again, he has a very great resume against these guys. Last matchup that he had, obviously this was last season, but he was still on this Rockets team, kind of the same team basically. It was a nice close game, 119 to 104, and then he saw 21 points and assists, 18 points and 3 assists right here. Again, very similar stats to what he's been seeing. 37 minutes, which he's been averaging whenever it's a good game in the last 10 games. 13 shot attempts, again, damn near identical, and then 3 potential assists. So again, he's been taking the same amount of stats, shot attempts, potentials, and again, he saw a total of 21 last time, and with the way he's been playing this season so far and his most recent games, I expect him to just be able to cover this line easily. So with that being said, Dillon Brooks, 14.5 points and assists is my last player in today's video. So these are my 4 that I'm rocking with for this Sunday, December 29th NBA slate. Again, you guys can mix and match these. You guys could use these picks however you guys want that you guys believe is best your own benefit. You don't have to tell straight up. I gave you guys my player of the day, which is Keldon Johnson over my 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists, which is the one I believe should have the best chance of hitting. So again, use these however you guys want, or tell straight up again from the information and breakdown they give you guys. But I feel like all these ones have good value and edge on going over. So player of the day, Keldon Johnson over that 15.5 PRA. Second player, Alexander Walker over that 2.5 rebounds. Third player, Terry Rozier over that 5.5 rebounds and assists. And then last player, Dillon Brooks over that 14.5 points and assists. So again, those are my 4 players I'm rocking with. And that is pretty much all I got for you guys in today's video. Again, please drop a like and subscribe with this post notification turned on. We've been super consistent recently on the uploads. And again, our videos have been doing very well. So again, just to repay me, it would really be greatly appreciated if you guys could drop that sub real quick. It only takes 1 second and it would really help me out. But that is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.